So I don't know as much as you do about it, but I do know that there are multiple ways of fighting it. So next, I would like to, I guess, discuss, if you don't mind, telling us what are the various ways of how brands can fight this.
Sure. That's a good question. So it all depends really on multiple factors. So it depends on the size of the brand. It depends on geography of your advertisements, and it depends on how much your brand or your company
Hmm.
is losing because of brand bidding. Based on those factors, the ways to protect yourself are this. So it can be manual process. So if you're not a big brand, you can just run Google search yourself using the keywords that you're using for advertisements and see where your offer, where your product is in the search results. If it's on top, then you're good. If your competitor is on top, you should probably run paid Google ad
Hmm.
to outbid the competitor. The other way is in the legal direction. You need to have a legal entity in
Hmm.
each location
Litigation.
where
Hmm.
you run your campaign, and then you can make Google not to allow your competitors to use your brand keywords for their for their ads. And the third way is technological. So technologically, using
Hmm.
technologies for helping you make the right decisions and knowing in time, in the proper time, that you are the victim of the brand bidding.
I see. So, well, the first is obvious, and the second, if you ask me, it's probably very, very expensive, given the fact that litigation always is, the
Time
attorney's fees
consuming.
and stuff like that. Yeah, and time consuming, of course. So I think since we're a technological podcast, why can't we dive in a little deeper into the technical aspect, the technical option? Can we go a little deeper and explain to our guests, what it entails, the whole process of technological solution here?
For sure. Before going to that direction, I'd like to tell a few words about Google search and how it works itself.
Sure, sure.
So the Google ads depend on various parameters such as bid size, ad quality, display time, so on and so forth. But the
Hmm.
main parameter is location. It may happen that you become a brand victim in, let's say, Berlin, but at the same time, if you run the campaigns in Paris, everything is good and you're on top, just because your competitors are trying to outbid you in Berlin in this specific case. Also, the type of the device is also important because they
Hmm.
can do the brand bidding only in Berlin for mobile devices, for example. So all this needs to be
Hmm.
considered when you are trying to find or select the most suitable technological solution to brand bidding protection. Now, when I mentioned that in a few words, that will help me to explain better about the
Sure.
technological approach to this specific situation. You actually have multiple choices here. So first one is using ready-made SaaS platforms that could provide you real-time report on Google search results. You can use those reports to make the decision and manually enable or disable Google Ads when it is required. Uh, Also, I should mention that the most effective way, and why I'm talking about Google search results and all those solutions, that the most effective way to fight against brand bidding is just to outbid your competitors in Google search. So once
Hmm.
their paid advertisement appears on top, the most effective way you have is to enable your paid advertisement and wait until the competitor's advertisement disappears. But you need to know when to do it or not, because if you don't have a mechanism for making this decision, you can either lose the traffic if you don't enable paid Google ad on time, or you can lose money if you enable paid ad and then you don't know that competitors uh, competitor is not in the results anymore, and you still have this run and paid ad, and you pay for nothing basically because you would have otherwise be top in organic search. So that being said, you may use ready-made SaaS solution that could provide you the reports in real time or once, couple of times a day. You can make a decision and turn on and turn off Google Ads. However, the solutions like that, they have certain limitations in volumes of data that they can process and provide you, in the configurations and in automations. So you probably won't be able to track lots of the keywords and lots of the locations. You won't be able to track them with the needed frequency.
Right.
And you won't be able to automate the decision-making process.